You were sleeping comfortably, but your 2-year-old baby boy Jake in your arm. After studying, it was still time left for Tai to come, so you both decided to take a small nap. You shaked a bit by your shoulder. Baby, sleep, don't move. Mike Coldy and your dad have time left to come. You pulled Jake more close to yourself and went back to sleep. Fake cough. You have cold? How? You asked, and immediately opened your eyes to see. But Jake was still sleeping. Then your eyes met his. What were you saying? He said. You gulped. Get freshened up. Till then, I'll get the dinner ready and wake up Jake. You took the child in your arm and left to the dining area. Time skip after 20 minutes. As soon as Thai came, Jake went running and hugged his legs. Baby, first eat and then only play with Dada. Come here, you said. He pouted but came to you and you looked at Thai, who was smiling, looking at his son. Perhaps only he could bring that smile on his stiff face. Time skip after dinner. You pecked Jake's cheek. Now sleep like good boy, okay? Listen to a story from Dada and then sleep. You were about to leave to kitchen when he held your cloth. Something is wrong? You asked. You didn't give good night to Dada. Your eyes widened as you looked at him. He was looking at you but with his usual poker face. I'll give him later, you said. No, you'll give him more, he said. Then now I didn't cheat it, right? I'll not do that. I was a small baby back then. I didn't know all that. But now I know. I know you give him more. Okay, okay, I'll kiss Dada in front of you only. You went near him. You closed your eyes and tiptoed. Keep your hands on his shoulder for support and not to fall and peck his cheek real quick. You distanced yourself. Your heart broke seeing his still expressionless face, making you sigh and look down. You came inside to see that I was talking on phone while standing near the bed and Jake was jumping, trying to make his tie. You smiled and took the tie from his hand and started making it. Tie adjusted to your height and bent a little. You were done and were about to leave when he held your hand gently and placed it on his shirt. Jake, while playing, took out one end of the button. You giggled when he said, What's so funny, Mrs. Kim? You shook your head as no and got needle and thread and made it. Ty pecked Jake's cheek and then you, as per his son's demand, making you go all red. Ty's puff. I'm so proud of you, my son. Ty left to his office and Jake was sleeping in his room. You were doing your household chore a bit since maids do most of it. When the doorbell rung. You opened the door, but soon your smile faded, seeing Mrs. Kim there. You still, with a fake smile, welcomed her. Please come in, ma'am. She forbade you from calling her mom, Mrs. Kim. Of course I will. After all, it's my son's house. Go and get something to eat for me with my favorite tea. You nodded and went to the kitchen, and she treated you like a maid only. She never wanted to connect you with her family. This is tea? How much sugar you put it in? You know I have sugar. Still, she pushed you, making you get hurt by the edge of the table. Ma'am, I have made the tea and I forgot about it, the maid said. She held you harshly. What the hell were you doing, huh? I ordered you, then why? I knew you're nothing but a crap to my son. You and your dear sister. Damn it. I don't know why my son is like this. Mark my word, he just married you for the sake of Jake, only because your face is similar to Yuna and nothing else. Even he will love you. He will only remember his dead wife and will never see you. Your paw. She left saying that. You ran to your near room and locked yourself. You unfortunately can't do anything at all. Your parents forced you into this marriage. I just wanted to stay away from all this mess and have a happy life. You only left this world and I got stuck in this world. Time skipped to evening. You were making your hair while Thai and Jake were playing together. Your breath hitched after you heard Jake's word. Thai glared at him and looked at him in anger. You also went near him. Who taught you this? What did you just call your mom? You know what it means? He said. He yelled, making him scare and hug you. Die 1 minute, let me see. Don't be this angry. Jake. Dada yelled at me for no reason. I just complimented mom like grandmother did when she came in morning. She called mom, so I also did. He took the baby from your arm. What did your grandmother call your mom? You tried to stop, but he glared at you. I woke up, and when she said mom, that word, and mom ran to nearby room and locked herself. But then when I woke up, she said she complimented mom and she went to the room because there are so many gifts in the room which she bought for mom. He took a deep sigh and pecked his forehead and carried him to the room and made him sleep. We need to talk, YN. What was that, and when the hell were you about to tell me? He said, but you simply ignored him and tried to escape, but he held your hand and pinned you to wall. YN, he saw your teary eyes making him turn soft. Tell me what happened. Nothing happened, and whatever she said, it was right. Anyway, let me go there. What did she said? He asked again. Let me go. I said leave me. He slammed you more to the wall and leaned towards you. Ryan, he yelled at the top of his lungs. She said nothing wrong, and that I'm just a replacement of my dead sister. What? Are you out of your mind? What the hell are you speaking? It was nothing wrong. Anyway, I got married to you to take care of Jake, and you can never love me as YN. You will always see me as Yuna. Why do you even know what type of relationship I shared with your sister? I don't know, and I don't want to break my heart even more. He went to his locker and to his small safe, which you never saw because it was kept in the corner and properly. He took out the document. Read this. What is this? You took the paper. You are well aware of the fact that Jake is not my son. He is of my dead cousin's who was a single mother. Jake was 1 year old when I took him with me and gave him my name. I didn't wanted him to be called an orphan. And your sister and I were in contract marriage. My father wanted me to marry before becoming a mafia king, and I didn't want to. And your sister, who was an employee, was forced by her family. She was in a relationship for 2 years and your parents wanted her to get married, but she got cheated by her boyfriend. She was not sure how to tell your parents about all this. We both were in the same boat. Our parents were forcing us to get married, but we were not ready. So it was a deal. When I became a mafia king and she make her career, that day our marriage will end. That was the reason why we both were just friends, and I used to stay in my mission. But it was not even 1 month of our marriage that she died because of diabetes. We never got a chance to turn our friendship into love and this wedding into real. But according to your family, I was your sister's boyfriend from past 2 years. But now we were boss and employee and later a contract couple. After her death, Jake was not being in control. For the first time, he felt mom's and dad love. That was the reason I requested your parent to send you to my family for a while and you would come in morning and evening and leave for the work. It was half a year that now I wanted your presence in my mansion, not just as Jake's mom but as my wife. We spent so much time and all our weekend together. My feelings grew for you. Yes, you remind me of Yuna, but she was not my wife. And tell me, Ryan, can't we move on in our life? Even if she was my real life wife, still can't I love you? He said with a teary eye. I was giving you time. I asked Jake for help and used him. I said him, your mom gave me more kisses, and I was the one who pulled out the shirt button and made him hold it. Because now I also can't being away from you and I don't know how to say it. You hugged him, started crying on his chest like a baby, complaining about everything what his mother did. You always craved for his warmth. After this 2 months you were finally getting it. I love you, princess. I love you so much. She cried more hearing all this. Thank God, check here all that, or else I don't know for how long you would have waited. Your mom was the reason. She always filled me with negativity. You were saying all this when you felt his lip on yours, making you stop speaking. You pushed him. Jake will come. The door is still open. He smirked. Let him actually see then. Stay away from me, you coldie. You both started fighting when you heard sobbing noise. You saw Jake crying on door peeking inside. Mom and dad yelled at me and now they are playing. Your both eyes softened, and he took him to bed near you. Baby, promise you'll never say that word again. It's a wrong word. Mama and Dada don't like it at all. He said, okay, now my turn. You pecked his forehead. Stop, you're teaching him what with wrong things. You glared at him, but your cheeks turned red after he pecked your lip. I'll also kiss Mama, he said. He pecked your cheeks, making you giggle. Wait, my phone is ringing. You left from there and came after 15 minutes. Meanwhile, Tai also called his mom and decided to meet her and confront her alone where you won't stop him. I came, you said. Mom, Dad said he'll give me an entire ice cream shop if you give me one thing. Will you do? She got confused and nodded. Jake left from there. What did you told him anyway? He seemed so happy and even left from here. You sat on bed but got pulled. Wanna know for what you agreed just now?